big body truck. They acting like they tough. We know well enough, and we know that you ain't that. And we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only talk about hits and plaques, yeah, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often, and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one that trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make right this. Now I need to decide, cause I'm intrigued by your vibe. I seen a dream in your eyes, you might not even be mine. Came on the scene with your prize, I'm who you need and that's fine. Like who you leaving inside, for you I'm legally blind. Yeah, but only for the night, but that's okay though. We fell in love the first day though. You flew me out to Barbados, can't post you, we gotta lay ain't together, but you my bae though. I do whatever you say though, tryna pop out, I'm like, hey yo. We can't do that, gotta slide on the low. When we slide to the stove, locking eyes at the door, cause you ain't messing with no amateur and I ain't tryna hit.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Detroit. Now Payton following the miss by Dunn from deep. Tipped away. Back to Payton. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. RJ, this one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. After the Nuggets pick up two. Adebayo, high post. To the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. It's good from long range.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's O'Neal. Basket good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the inside defense goes hard and smart, but he's a clever player and just manages to get around it.
Siakam with it. Now Payton defending. Back to Dunn. Denver needs to get off his shot. Williams outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
From 15 feet away, Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Dunn looking over the floor. Screen by O'Neal. The kick out to Williams. For three, Siakam. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
3 points.
And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. They push it up, 4 on 3. Johnson wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. When I came into this league as a defender, I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, D.A., is a two-way threat. And so Payton will bring it up for the Celtics. Outside, Smart. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Williams with the ball, out guarded by Smart. Back to Williams. From outside the arc, Johnson with the rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Barnes outside, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
We saw the play develop, got out in front of the defense, and Barnes there finishes on the break.
It's taken away by Payton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Outside, Payne. And again, Denver no good. Boston leading by 5. Johnson outside. Over in the corner, Barnes. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Johnson in the corner. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
The Nuggets, 10.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that. And this is what leaders do. Payton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
Lets it go with a 3. And a check with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 8. Shaq with the screen. To the inside. And finished off by O'Neal.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Back to Murray. Here's O'Neal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And stolen by Williams. Shaq with the screen. Williams with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set. And there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Murray, still without a basket. Outside, Payne. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Johnson outside. It's Payton, high post. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Taken away by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Pass to Shaq. Over to the left wing. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And here is Johnson. Outside, Payton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton, he can change a game with his D.
He's off on the second. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. To the paint. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. On the wing, Johnson. Lets it go. Outside, Payton. 6 to shoot. Inside. In deep. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Nuggets trailed by 5. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
He's been pretty careless with the ball. 4 turnovers is a stat you do not want next to your name.
And here's Boston. 1:21 left here in the second. To the left side wing. Toppin, good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here.
Second team foul.
1:06 left in the first half. It's taken away by Payton. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Celtics leading by 9. McCollum looking it over. Toppin, no one around him. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's good. O'Neal's got 12.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here is Toppin. .32 seconds left in the second quarter. Hardaway from outside. Denver grabs the miss. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Really knocks it down from the line. Game almost automatic. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Denver making a switch here. So it's Denver now, trailing by 5. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Dunn. No scoring in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Williams. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Boston on top, up 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the stripe.
Nobody near Barnes. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Dunn. There's the triple. Buries it from 3-point range. Dunn's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson outside. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. McCollum outside. Payton with the screen. Back to Adebayo. To the inside. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Good grief, Bam. I mean, living up to his name and firing up his team.
Denver calls timeout. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Murray. Scoreless thus far. To the paint. Here's Shaq. Oh, look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Johnson for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 7.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Takes it out to Siakam. To the middle. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Williams outside. The shot missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Teardrop shot. Payton gets the bucket. Peyton's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed one shot in their first 5.
Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Murray with it. Hasn't made one yet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Pass to Barnes. Peyton outside. Driving the lane. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Peyton with another miss. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Vucevic.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Johnson left side. .131 left in the third quarter. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Clock at 6. McCollum with the ball. All guarded by Dunn. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Pass to White. The kick out to Williams. .109 left to play in the third. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Johnson. And Johnson with the stop.
Really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days. And Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. The Nuggets making a switch here. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Denver. A 12-point game. The kick out to Williams. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-6 run. Smart on the wing. Out to the wing. Here's Toppin. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Dunn. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Now Bane. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Bane's got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets.
Off the catch, Bane has that repeatable shot motion. It's just so consistent.
Denver calls timeout. Toppin with the steal. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so it's Boston. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one.
The Nuggets, 31. And
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Nuggets trail by 9. Murray outside. Pass to Rizachet. And the 3 off target. Payton left side. Johnson outside. Inside. Stolen by O'Neal. Now Siakam. Got a piece of it. It's Williams, high post. Murray, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Barnes with it. Out guarded by Murray. Barnes down low. Up and in on the way.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Siakam. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Shaq.
Tricky play from Payton inside, taking his offense into the defense and making sure he got the whistle.
And he makes both free throws. The Nuggets trail by 13. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Murray. Pass to Shaq. To the inside. And he banks in the layup.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Connects from 3-point range. Smart's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Outside, Payton. Adebayo the screen. From deep 3-point land. And the Celtics hit again from deep. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Boston.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
And Adebayo throws it down.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Outside, Payton. Johnson outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
It's stolen by Johnson. Outside, Payton. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request for you players.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Boston.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Gary Payton.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
Great D that time from Adebayo. And so Payton will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
O'Neal, no good. And here is Johnson.